Greetings, students. I'm Dr. Sadri, your instructor for this course. And today, again, in the kind of, response to the demand from some of you to introduce some of my own work associated with the topic of our class, I would like to introduce a work that I did with one of my former students. Of course, like any of my colleagues, I have a very large number of, single author, books, book chapters, articles, scientific articles in journals and everything. But one of the things I found to be very, rewarding for me is beyond teaching students in the classroom to provide them with real experience of how to do research and how to get published, especially for students who would like to follow a career, either in academia, to be a professor, an instructor, or to work for the government, because a lot of government agencies, believe it or not, they basically want somebody who has, graduate degrees and can read and write and and publish. So in that regard, I did one of the works that I did a few years ago was dealing with a hot topic at a time, still is a hot topic. It's called the Russian-Iranian partnership. Sometimes people are kind of wondering that historically, why would Iran and Russia want to cooperate? Because historically, if you think about it, the Russian Empire had taken, if you think about all the northern part of, Iran, that used to be part of the Persian Empire, okay? And then the Tsarist Russia started taking many of those, from the Caucasus area. Let me actually move this one a little bit down so you can see it a little bit better. All these area, the Caucasus region was, part of it was part of Persian Empire, another part of it was part of the Ottoman Empire, which has become, Turkey, and of course, the leftover of Persian Empire becomes Iran, is that right? And also the Central Asia part of it. Why would Iranian wanted to cooperate with that? Because remember, politics is very strange, is that right? In politics, you don't have a permanent, friend or permanent foe. Things can change very rapidly, and somebody who used to be your rival becomes your strategic partner, you see? So in that regard, Iran and Russia have been cooperating with one another for quite a while right now, okay? This is nothing really new. Iran is getting a lot of its technologies that used to get from the West, gets from, Russia. And as you know, since the Russian invasion of Ukraine started, Russia has been getting actually a lot of, military equipment from Iran, because Iranians are building these things, using their own technology, from the, not just the missiles or something, but also all the, all the other aerial, products and everything. So they have cooperated with one another. Plus, Russia has helped Iran when issues, they go to the Security Council, because Russia was one of the permanent member of Security Council. They, for example, veto resolutions which are against Iran, you see. So basically, they scratch each other's back in that regard. So the subtitle for this work actually was the Russian-Iranian Partnership, Technology, Trade, and a Marriage of Convenience. Is that right? So that also would indicate what? That this relationship is not like solid like everything else. Remember, Iran had a very, very close relationship with the U.S. all the way until 1979 revolution, and then suddenly a very, very close ally that the U.S. has trusted it with some of the most sophisticated technology it had. Is that right? Then it changes and it becomes a rival. So that is the nature of politics. So what this student did is, her name was Ari Litvin. Ari and I, we finished this project together, reviewed it, etc., and we sent it for publication in this Italian journal. So we were trying to, get it published in a European journal, academic journal, that is what, that, a lot larger group of people can actually see it from different countries. And this is the journal basically of the study of international politics in Rome, Italy, and, the response was very good. We were very, very happy with that, because it led to, other ideas and projects and things like that. So also very important, for me, the important part of it was not to get published, because I've done that a lot, but it was so much fun to mentor a student to have his very first publication. That really made it for me, okay? Even if, for example, I would have, he insisted, no, doctor, I was insisting that, maybe you should just do it on your own. And he said, no, 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 you have done most of the work and everything. So I left my name over there, but it was so wonderful to see that this, student has got some recognition and got his very first publication. I'm very proud of all my former students. I think they all have done very well, and, that's one of the best thing that can happen to any professor or academician.